Rise and shine. This morning, we're starting things a little bit differently. I actually have to make a post for Adobe to TikTok, so I'm gonna go ahead and post that there. There was an issue with the caption that I had before, and we were waiting for them to answer a quick question that we had. We being me and my manager, Kaylee. She is posted. I can officially say good morning. How are you? Welcome to a full work day in my life as a full-time creator. I love these vlogs. Y'all love these vlogs. So get ready for a chatty one because we have some very interesting things that we're going to be diving in today. We have some meetings, we have phone calls, we have things to do, and a lot of behind the scenes stuff is going to be going on. So if you guys are interested in that type of thing, make sure you keep on watching because it's going to be a fun one today. Today was definitely an abnormal morning. I usually don't post stuff in the morning. I usually post later in the afternoon, evening because that's when my audience is on there. But since it was for TikTok and TikTok doesn't show the audience that follows your content anyway, I can post whatever I want with no repercussions. Another part of my morning that's a little bit different this morning is that I actually have a YouTube video to review from my editor who part-time edits for me. She finished it last night and it's my Montana vlog and I really want to see it, so I'm gonna go ahead and review that real quick over on Frame. So basically how me and my editor do this, I rough cut the video for her. Sorry if you hear Cashew like clickety clacking, he's in his harness, please disregard him. Basically how we do this is I will upload the footage and rough cut it, so all she has to do is do the fun part of editing, which is adding sound effects and memes and stuff like that in graphics. Then she sends it back for me to review, and then I will review it and let her know what I want changed, how I want it changed, what I want it changed to, and she'll do that. And usually by that point it's usually like done. She doesn't edit every single one of my videos, but she edits a few, and I feel like the videos that are actually funny, you can tell that she edited them. So if you guys see memes floating around consistently and well placed, those are definitely her doing, not mine. So I'm gonna go ahead and review this video on Frame and we're gonna see how it came out. I'm so excited because we did some mixed media stuff, so I'm really excited to see how this came out. Oh my god. This is so cute. Okay. Hi divas. So I'm currently out for the afternoon with my sister and about to be at Jarvis because me and Jarvis meet every single Tuesday. And if you don't know who Jarvis is, first of all, why are you not watching the vlogs? And second of all, you need to catch up if you are watching the vlogs because Jarvis has been my assistant since the fall time of 2025, and we meet every single week on the same day for the most part, unless like something comes up and we can talk about strategy, content planning, whatnot. And my sister decided to join us today, so she's here. We're at this new place that I haven't been to, but it recently opened, and let me say, the vibes, they're vibing. This is very like Pura Vida vibes if you've ever been there. Looking at their summer menu, and this literally looks like stuff that like I can truly get into.
Yeah, get into it.
Because what do you mean? Banana pudding, iced matcha, peach pie matcha, cucumber melon shake and lemonade, iced coconut water matcha. They might know what they're talking about. I might come back here. Y'all might see this again in a future vlog. I don't know. I'm about to be perked up because I already had a matcha today. Woo! Hi! I was a little hungry, so we decided to stop in Sprouts. Going between the family-size fettuccine meal or the family-size chicken basil pesto. The chicken basil pesto sounds better. Oh, I think I want to get this. Or like the chicken sausage rigatoni. That sounds good. I think I'm gonna get both of these. I've never been to Sprouts in my life, so this was my first time. And honestly, really cute grocery store. Here to taste test my Sprouts pasta. I forget what type of pasta this is. I literally took the label off, but we're gonna taste test it. Why does kind of bang? It's still a little cold, but this bangs. What the hell? While that's heating up a little bit more, I have a meeting today at 4:30 with my team over at Matter Media, just on the phone going over current campaigns and stuff. I'll take like a 30-minute break while I eat my lunch, probably watch a little something, a little Grays on YouTube, or maybe some Ugly Betty, because I did start watching Ugly Betty and I've been having a time watching that. So far, so good. Made it so much like lighter. It's always a plus. I'm really excited to post it. I just got off my meeting with Kaylee, and my editor actually got back to me with my video that I gave revisions on this morning, so I'm just gonna go ahead and post it today. My editor Andrea actually does my thumbnails for me. I literally just have to color grade and upload the footage. We just have such a good like system going on right now, and it's just made my life a lot easier. So if you're wondering why I'm consistent, it's literally thankfully because to my editor. So GG's in the comments for her, please, because goodness gracious, it's been so nice to have somebody to help me out, which allows me to be consistent here with you all. I decided to take a shower early tonight because for some reason I was feeling pretty like fidgety and like I couldn't focus, and considering I still have some more work to do, such as rough cutting a video that I'm going to send to my editor tonight, I wanted to give myself a nice reset. So over the past couple days, if I know that I don't have anything else to do for the evening, like I'm not leaving the house or anything, I will just go ahead and shower, because I feel like showers are just the perfect type of reset when it comes to needing a fresh start. Literally about to do my skincare, the whole nine. This also helps me in several ways, more than one, just because whenever I take showers, I feel like I'm woken up a lot more. So like showers definitely... I just bought that. Oh my goodness. Now that I have my clothes on. Also, no, I'm not the only person who does this, but I do like to spray my body with scent after I get out the shower. So I'm gonna mix my Sol de Janeiro 68 with my EOS Strawberry Dream Spray. I don't know, it just makes me feel more put together. So like, why not? Start the clock. Intermission so I can feed my sweet baby angel Cashew real quick. Rough cutting is honestly the hardest part about editing in my and probably every other editor's opinion. And rough cutting a video, because this video has 6 hours of rough footage, that can take me anywhere between 3 and 7 hours to rough cut. It just depends on how I feel and how fast I'm moving that day. I do have the option to have my editor or whoever's editing my videos to rough cut the video, but just because I usually have so much footage, I never want to put that burden on them if I can help it. And also, I don't think people understand how vulnerable it is for somebody to see completely uncut raw footage of you, especially because I be doing stuff like getting in the shower and film myself in the shower in the videos. Like, what if I have a nip slip? I do not want to subject anybody to that if they don't want to. Heavy on if they don't want to. Like, nobody's trying to see me naked in the shower. I'm sorry. So if you ever see me or one of your favorite creators procrastinating on posting a new video, it's probably because we didn't want to rough cut it, because the rough cut is literally the roughest part of the entire process, and I will die on that hill. Cashew's cuisine is ready. Does this look delicious? Back to editing. Good morning. Every single time I try to do a singular day in these videos, it just never ever works out, and I don't know if it's just because I don't have much to say, or the things I do feel like I can say, it's kind of stupid. But regardless, this was supposed to be just a singular day, and now we're bleeding into the two. I just finished filming a TikTok and making my daily matcha because it is a filming day. I haven't had a batch filming day in a while. Last night I finished rough cutting the talking portions of the video that I was editing, and I timed it, and it took an hour and 45 minutes to get through the talking portion. I know I briefly touched on how long it takes me to edit, but I was gonna start the montage section of last night's video, but it was like 9 o'clock by the time I wrapped up. I just decided to go ahead and go to sleep, and we'll do that today. Instead of starting out the day with filming like I originally had thought, I'm actually going to start with editing, which is pretty backwards because filming requires a little bit more energy. But today my body's just kind of been doing what it wants. Like, I don't know what it's doing. I'm pretty sleepy right now despite me sleeping for 10 hours last night, and I definitely have some sleep debt that I have to catch up on. So I'm gonna save my energy for filming later, and we'll just edit in the morning. Since today is such a filming heavy day today, I thought it would be nice if I give you some of the behind the scenes on how I film and plan my actual content, because despite people being like, oh my gosh, we love the videos when you don't plan them, all the videos are planned, start to finish, down to what I want you to feel during said videos. So if you're like, oh my gosh, I love when the video's unplanned, I love when you just do stuff, that was planned. That was planned. That was planned. That was planned. Because when you are a amateur and want to be a filmmaker like me, you have to be able to emulate certain feelings through what you do make. So if you're like, I love the chaotic vibes of this video, I literally went into the writer's room being like, I want this video to be a little bit more chaotic and loose in terms of how it feels versus my more structured stuff. Everything is intentional. Everything. I'm sorry to break it to you, but everything is intentional, babe. Anything that I talk about in terms of what tools I use, it'll be linked down below because you guys always ask me what I film with and whatnot. Might as well share it because we never get keep over here, but y'all knew that already. Instead of just me showing you me editing and getting music and how I do like all that, instead of showing you that, I thought I would walk you through that because I think it's a lot more interesting. So let's go ahead and head into my desktop so I can show you what this whole process kind of looks like. So this is the website that I use for basically getting all of my music from and sound effects, which is Epidemic Sound. This is my favorite website to get music from because they just have such a wide variety. I like to go in every single video and pick different music just because I feel like it makes each video feel special. I definitely dabble in some of the same like genres when it comes to picking music. I've been doing this for so long that I just kind of know what I want for certain parts and what I want it to feel like, what I want the music to be like. I'm very particular about sound, so I've gotten really good with knowing what I want, and this process definitely takes a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this, and hopefully we can get this montage portion cut down. And this is definitely a newer part of the process that me and my editor have done, because in the past I would just send her the rough cut and let her do whatever music she wants. But if there's a certain video, such as my like Montana vlog or my homeowner diaries, where I want very specific music for very specific parts, I'll put that there, and then whatever's blank she just plays with herself. So it definitely adds a little bit more of that aliyah touch that I love to have on my videos. Two little updates. First of all, I finished rough cutting the video. The video is sitting at about 37 minutes right now, and I want to get that down to 20 to 25. So I'm going to go through, do a final watch through of that after I film a little bit. But the second thing, I accidentally reset the stopwatch because I pushed the X instead of the play when I was getting into editing. Last time I checked the stopwatch, it was sitting at 2 hours and 26 minutes, and I timed it. I was sitting at an additional 8. So it takes me, rounding up, roughly 3 hours to rough cut about 6 hours of footage, and that includes me searching for music, doing the montage cut downs, the talking cut downs, the whole 9. So second thing, I got a very fun package today. I got the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 in the mail today, and it's nearly impossible to get these here in the States because DJI has this whole thing where like they're banned from selling stuff. You know, the government's just really weird with stuff like that. So I went ahead and found one, and I got one so I could film a comparison video with the Insta360's Luna camera that just came out. I'm about to film my little tech talk right now. The way I have this set up is that I have 2 magic arms. I honestly prefer the one that's not KNF. This is the KNF one because it doesn't hold up my setup very well, actually, like at all. They're actually kind of really ass, but I like this U-Bet one. So literally all I do for these is I hit record on both cameras, clap so I can sync the audio in post, literally just record and call it a day. Alexa's matchas, please. This one is literally so good. Thank you so much. You have a good day. Hey guys, I just left Summit with Bookie Kens. You wanna say hi?
Hi.
Like you actually like me?
Hey, how are ya?
Thank you, thank you. First of all, it's the same day as earlier, but I changed clothes because I have to go to Best Buy to film a little bit of a brand deal vlog for Casetify and Best Buy. It's a joint collab. I love a joint collab. So I put on some brand safe clothes. I'm also really sorry for the angle because I don't have my suction cup in this car. I forgot it at home, but I say this car because if you are a consistent watcher of mine, you're probably thinking, Aliyah, this isn't Storm. Where's the Honda? Where's the Honda? Tell me why. I'm working with Buick for the next couple months, and they gave me a car. Not as payment, but they gave me a car for the next month. So we're gonna be a Buick family for the next couple weeks, and I'm super excited. I also just went to Summit Coffee and got a matcha. This is a birthday cake matcha with sprinkles. At my big age, I'm always going to get the sprinkles. I'm never going to skimp or skip these sprinkles. So this really means something to me, and considering I'm about to be vlogging, I need a little bit of perky on us. What's focusing on you? Cover your face.
Yeah, I was about to say, you want me to step out? Because I do not look like I want to be here for my music. Give me a second. Redo that. Redo that.
No, I'm not redoing that.
I know how you be. Redo it. Redo it. It's okay.
Hi guys! I just pulled up to Best Buy to go ahead and shoot my content for them that I was unsure of yesterday. Thankfully, the content is very easy, so I can be in and out within not even 30 minutes because I have a meeting in about an hour, give or take, that I need to get home for because I want to talk to Adobe today just to make sure we are aligned with what they actually need/want from me. So I have on my very brand safe outfit. I would say I have on a brand safe outfit when it comes to filming sponsors and brand deals and whatnot, and that's because when you work with sponsors and brand deals, you can't have any logos within your content unless they explicitly say that you can, which is pretty rare. And sometimes you can't even wear certain colors depending on the brand and what they want/what they need you to be doing. There's no branding with on my clothes or anything. Very basic, very bland, but this is all just for brand safety, and it saves you a lot of time when it comes to editing because you don't have to blur out any stuff. One hobby hour and one lunch break later, I am back. I don't know what it was, but I was getting quickly overwhelmed with all the stuff that I have to do. So I just took some time to dive into a quick hobby, which was coloring. If I did Tomodachi Life, I would still be playing it and not able to finish my very short to-do list for the day, but I decided to give myself a break, spend some time with Cashew, and I feel a lot better to actually continue my to-do list instead of tapping out and quitting. I actually have to film a portion of a brand deal for Casetify, which you know I went to Best Buy to film the shopping portion of it. These are the two cases that they sent me to showcase within the video. I feel like I say it all the time, what I film with and what I shoot with and everything like that, but I'm always going to say it in these videos anyway because you never know who's watching. Also, if you're new here, you might not know that I've talked about it before. I film all my videos with the Sony ZV-E1. It's always linked down below in the description, and then usually for my short form videos, which are vertical, such as like TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, I usually use a 16mm lens or a millimeter like focal length. And the lens that I'm using right now that I have been using this entire video is a 10mm, and I would love to use this, but it's just a little too wide for me, in my opinion, for a scenario like this. But I have the Laowa 10mm f2.8, and clearly you can see it's a very blurry background, but that 1.8 gets even blurrier in the back. So I'm gonna go ahead, film these TikToks, and I will catch you on the flip side, because I think after this we're gonna edit it and then I'll be done for the day, which I'm really excited about. As somebody who makes lifestyle as well as lifestyle tech content, I think the most interesting part and the best part about having that is I don't have to make content about myself, because when I don't have anything interesting going on, the tech world always has something interesting going on, such as new cameras and whatnot. And I say that to say because yesterday I got the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 in the mail by the literal grace of God, because I saw that they had it on Amazon. I went ahead and picked it up, and I'm testing out to see which parts of my Pocket 3 accessories actually fit this camera, and mostly all of them fit, so that's really good. I will be doing a comparison and review on the Pocket 4, but also I have the Insta360 version as well, and I also just purchased the Pocket 4 Pro to test it out as well and compare it to the Pocket 4. Lots of videos going on and lots of planning, but like I said, because the tech world is so like diverse and there's just always something going on, it's really cool to have something to always talk about, and the content kind of makes it itself, which helps me with not burning out. So that's always fun. I have this huge pimple growing in on my chin, so I wanted to tackle it real quickly with my skincare. So I'm taking some of my Paula's Choice BHA toner, glazing this thing up because it hurts genuinely so bad. Post shower, I'm feeling fantastic. Please don't think that that's the last thing that this video.
Take a minute. Take it in.
Why am I getting so clumsy? Like I was saying, since we were on the topic of burnout, I thought I would talk about that just a little more because that is something that I have dealt with and sometimes continue to deal with. I literally have been dealing with a burnout from one specific area of my job in particular, which is TikTok. You just have to produce so much content in such a little amount of time. I find it to be very demanding, and quality over quantity is in fact true. I feel like it's different than YouTube because with YouTube, you can at least have a little bit more longevity with the content that you post. I feel like with TikTok you have max 2 days, 3 days before people are looking for the absolute next thing, and I just don't think that that's like really fair considering how much time, effort, as well as resources that I put within my TikToks. It's just not feasible. So I'm dealing with a mini burnout from TikTok, so I haven't really been posting over there as much as I really should be, and they're definitely not like the highest produced or like most in-depth posts that I've ever done, but just to really get me back into the habit of posting. And considering TikTok is not my favorite platform in the first place, I kind of do it because I have to. Like, I have TikTok on my phone, but I never get on it. The only time I really get on it is when I have to post something for a brand, or I'll go through like TikTok Studio to respond to comments. Like, that's how much I don't use TikTok. But I think the payoff is really good because I don't mind sacrificing a few hours of my time, even if I'm not the happiest with doing that, so I can do things that I do love doing, such as my YouTube. While I've been on my TikTok break, I've been really solidifying my YouTube filming schedule, editing schedule, that whole thing. Right now it's one of those things where I have definitely experienced it more times than I would like to admit, and the best thing that I have just realized what works for me is, girl, you have to take a step back, and if you don't take a step back, you're doing nothing but absolutely hurting yourself, and nobody's going to benefit from you overworking yourself and going deeper into a burnout. Burnout's one of those things where if you keep digging the hole, it's so much harder to get up out of it because it just keeps getting deeper and deeper, so you're better off just stopping while you're ahead and going about your business, you know? So yeah, does burning out suck? Absolutely. Do I wish I didn't have to deal with it? Absolutely. Said everybody ever. I think it's a natural part of a process, and I think it's more prone to happening when you're doing something in a position like I am, to where you're kind of just doing stuff because you have to and not for the love of the game. There was a point where I did like doing TikTok and stuff like that and making short form content, but I realized very early on and very soon that I don't feel necessarily as fulfilled as I do compared to filming and editing and doing YouTube videos. So I know where home at at the end of the day. That's basically what I'm saying. I know where home at, and I'm missing home, and I'm kind of dreading going to my situationship house, which is TikTok. But I am going to do it because I do have people over there looking to me, and I just don't want to up and disappear and neglect them. Also, my hair looks crazy now. I think it's just about that time where I put the bonnet on and the scarf on. I might as well, because I ain't doing nothing but editing tonight.